I don't know why my this thing dey always. How dey ever dey clear? I don't know why. How dey ever dey clear? I don't know why. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? If you're on the chat, please say hi. If you're on the chat, say hi. Happy Sunday to you all. Nobody don't come on. Hello. 1 minute. Hello, Shresta Love. Good evening. How are you? How is baby? Hope this thing is clear. How is baby? Shresta Love. Hi. How is baby doing? Greetings to you. Greetings to everyone. Greetings to your household. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Today we'll be discussing, as we'll be rubbing minds together, we'll be pouring out our hearts. There's no man here, just women. So we'll be pouring out our heart. What are those things that women want from their men, but their men don't know about it? That is the thing we're going to be discussing today. So today, we'll break all the tables. Just pick your mind. Say it, bring that, write it in the comment section. Hello, Love Francis. Thank you so much for coming. And as you also on the thumbnail, I'm not doing it alone. I'm doing it with my wonderful mama, the only mama that can curse me without permission. The only mama that can curse me, insult me without permission. So, and she's no other person than Love Francis. No, Love and Frank. Yes, Love and Frank's family. Thank you, Mama, for coming. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. So today we'll be discussing about, we'll be pouring our hearts, talking about those things that women want their husbands, their men to be doing. Not only other boyfriend, fiance, husband, as long as there is a man in your life. What are those things that women deeply, what are those what are those things that women down in their hearts? You know that we women, we don't like saying some things out because we'll be feeling if we say it out now. So now here you can say it out, say what you want. Maybe there is a man spying that don't want to chat. The man will know that okay, our women don't like this, or they want this, but because they don't say it. Women, we don't like to say things out. So here we are, ready to scatter all the table, but not with my dining table. Now will scatter. So now fit even scatter Love Francis own. So, and we won't take time. So we just want to go into the topic direct. Welcome, Shresta Love. Welcome, Lady G's channel. Thank you so much, Love Francis, for coming. You say, I dey fear you post. Can you imagine? Now they fear me now. No wahala. You can insult me without respect, without permission. Thank you so much, Victory Omaka, for coming. I really appreciate that. We have 5 amazing people in the building. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. So, if you have anything to add and you don't want to say it in the comment section, you want to come up to speak, you can join the link. it's open for conversation. You can join the league, you can join the league and come up. There's nobody is holding you. But today we have a special guest who is Love Francis. So Love Francis, we are waiting for you. When you are ready, you can come up. I have my own written down some of the things that I know that we women we want from our men, but we don't tell them that this is what we want. Eh, Thank you so much, All Videos TV. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. So, if Love Francis is ready, she can come up. But if she's not ready, I can start with the ones I know. The ones I personally am going to talk about. Okay, Love Francis is in the building. Hey, Mama. This woman can't find pass me for my live stream. Hey, oh, Baba. Eh? She can't find pass me for my own live stream.
You do talk. You do
I beg,
talk,
make una wey
madam.
ma wear my wig. I forgot my
Respect
wig.
yourself. Respect yourself.
Hey,
Why
Love
is my
Francis, so
shirt not
fine.
showing?
Hmm? Baby
Why
uncle,
why is my shirt not showing?
if
Okay,
to
it's
say
showing now.
if you ordinary woman,
Hi.
I have something to tell you. But because you be army soldier wife, I go respect myself.
Hello sis, how you doing? Hello everyone. Lady G, hi. It's been a while. You're hearing me clearly, right?
Yes,
Yeah, because I'm
loud and
trying
clear.
to moderate my voice. I don't want
Even
to
your
shout.
picture is so clear. Not like my
Yeah.
other is on like television that is not clear.
I'm also using mic now to boost the volume. If you have if
Your
you have
face.
mic, it helps. Okay, over to you, host.
I don't talk finish. Oh. It's over to you, our guest. This
You see, Lady is confirming that you talk too much.
because I love to talk. Because my talk dey make me dey express myself. I love to talk.
It's good. It's
So
good. It's good as long as your own are black and white. I think she came for you prepared today.
I'm not even ready for her.
Okay.
I'm not even seeing her at all. I'm not seeing her.
Okay.
So thank you all so much for coming. I've thanked you all. Thank you all so much. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having
So we
us.
just I'll go straight to my host. I see my host, my guest. Please, I beg. Can
Mm.
you hear any noise like children shouting?
I think I am. It's not so
You have?
loud, but I'm actually, noises in the background, but not it's not distracting though.
Those children.
But it's normal now. Very prepared because of the topic. Ah,
Okay. So, Lord Francis, I have some questions for you. Am I permitted to call you Lord Francis? Because that is
is
what
that
is
is that not my name? I beg, respect
there.
yourself.
So, I have some questions for you. The
Shoot.
first is, as a woman, because you know that we women, there are some things that we want our men to do, but we expect them to do it without telling them.
Mm, true.
Without telling them. And these men, they won't do it because they don't know they have to do this thing. And until we say it, that is when they will. So, what are those things that we women we like to keep to ourselves and we expect those men to do it? Your own, as in from your own point of view, what is those things?
Mm.
Even if you don't say, or just tell me the ones you think.
Okay. So let me start by saying thank you for having me. Is really a good topic, a very important topic, because probably somebody might come across it tomorrow and might want to watch it, even if the person is not here right now. This is something that will also help other women like us to like even do some soul searching, because honestly speaking, a lot of women they don't really know what they want. And sometimes we are the ones confusing these men. Today we are showing red light, tomorrow we're showing white light. Next tomorrow, if you now say, Madam, what is your problem? They can't, a lot of women can't even express themselves. You find a woman crying, and if you tell her, if you ask her why you cry, she'll say, I don't know. Now, when a woman tell you, I don't know, How do you now want the man to understand how to help you? You get it? So
Mhm.
lots of times women really don't know what they want. There are lots of them like that. And it's so disappointing, but probably the problem is you not understanding yourself, you not knowing your worth, not knowing what you really want out of life. Not insecurity also causes women not to like be sure of themselves and to like be bold enough to like say these are what I want. But as a woman, the first thing I would want with all my heart from a man is respect.
Mm.
I don't need to ask you to respect me. I don't need to tell you to respect me. Just respect me as a human being, not because I am a woman. You say, okay, let me just respect you because you're just a woman. This kind of respect you would accord a fellow man. Accord me that same respect. Don't treat me differently, like, oh, just leave her now because in a woman, and make me leave her. No, you know, if it was a man, you would not do that. So give me the same respect you will give to your fellow man. Accord me that respect when I talk. Give me that listening ear because I am a human being talking and I deserve to be listened to. You get it? So first and foremost, women wants respect. We don't only want it, we need it, we deserve it. And we keep requesting for it to today because I don't, me, if you say you love me, you must respect me. For me, the two work together. Is not separate at all. Love is not separated from respect. Respect is not separated from love. The both of them work together. So if you want to come and say, "Hey, love, I really love," it means you respect me. It means you respect my person, what I stand for. That doesn't mean we don't have our own opinions on things. Everybody have got their own opinions on topics, on issues, but my opinion respected is a free word. Allow me to be able to express myself. Allow me to shine as a human being that I am without trying to shut me down or without trying to step on me or make me feel like a lower being. Don't make me feel like a lower being. I don't like it. Okay, so that is one. And two, I would really appreciate it if men would come to understand that it's not always all about sex. Sometimes men feel like, oh, hey, just give them. You don't just give them, you go forget everything. Because a lot of times they feel like, oh, if they offend you, they just have to come and just, without even trying to, apologize or try to talk things over, they will just want to use sex to cover everything. It's not all about sex, it's not food. The body needs it to relieve stress. We need it to live longer. We need it to like enjoy the fun of life because God created sex. But it's not all about sex. Without sex, can't we function? Don't cover everything up with you want to come and start touching me or touching my hair. You now, that is the day you now notice that I'm looking more beautiful, I'm looking more sexy, or maybe we will now end up in bed, and the next thing, instead of you to like let's talk things over, you start touching me and let's use sex to cover everything. No, please, there is time for everything. Don't cover, use sex and come and be covering anything. I don't like, I get upset when I see people, complain about, oh, every time is sex, 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 sex. When you have put in the church that you still need to clean up, you just
Mhm.
carry everything and just want to cover it up with sex. I feel like it's so wrong. And one thing also that our men are so lacking behind is communication.
Mm.
Women like to talk. There is no woman that does not like to talk. The only time you see a woman that doesn't talk is only when they don't know the topic, like they don't understand the topic. Maybe the topic you brought out something that is too intelligent for their understanding or something that is beyond their, we all are, let me just put it this way, we all are learned, but each of us are learned to some extent. If you bring out something that has to do with engineering, it's obvious that I will be short. I will not open my mouth. Or
Yes.
you bring something that has to do with
Oh,
medicine and you
yes,
tell me a lot of things that obviously I will be mute. I will just be saying, oh, okay, okay. You get it. So don't make us feel like we don't belong when it comes to conversations. We need you to listen to us the same way you can sit with your guys and you drink and you gist and you talk. women also wants that communication. We want to be able to, like, talk things over with you. If there are issues, let's rub minds together and talk about it. If there's anything that needs to be done at home, let's communicate, talk. Sometimes if you don't talk, things will spoil. And a lot of our men are used to deciding, thinking on their own, deciding on their own, and then passing the execution to a woman. It is totally wrong. I mean, we are in this together. Okay.
Mhm.
If we're building a relationship together, it means we have agreed to, like, share the responsibilities. We have agreed to, like, put heads together, because they said two heads is better than one. So why should a man now feel like when it comes to decision making, he should just think it alone because God has made him the head of the family? So being the head of the family means you think it alone. And then when it comes to executing it, you now pass it to the woman to execute it. Or you decide on your own, you now tell the woman, okay, I have sent money to so so and so person. Now, when they bring the bag of rice, now share it and give half back to your mother and half back to my mother. But probably if you had asked me, I would have, you know, had some other suggestions or something else to, like, add to read, or like, let's do it like this, let it will be better. So let them try and communicate more with us. Let them give us that listening ear, and not just only give us listening. Let them make it feel like our opinion counts. Don't
Okay,
just
sorry. Let me quickly, before we jump into another. Let me, this one you just said now, eh? But some men will feel that seeking for their wife's opinion will bring down that the head of that title. I'm the head. I'm the one that is supposed to make all the decisions. Don't you think so? And that is why some women they just keep quiet.
That is ignorance. That is ignorance. The only people that feel that way, I don't want to say they are uneducated. Let me put it that it is the way they were brought up by their own parents. Let truth be told, many, many years ago, during the days of our ancestors, women, we don't talk. You don't dare cough. You get it? It is the men that will gather and do the meeting and everything. The man goes, brings home the food that will be eating, gives to the wife. The wife will prepare and even kneel down to serve the man. Nani, nani. That is what they call their husband those days. They call their
Mhm.
husbands our Lord, our Lord.
Yeah, my
You
lord.
get it? So times have changed. It doesn't mean you still don't accord your husband that maximum respect as the Lord that he is to you. But times has changed in terms that right now women are beginning to bring out their potentials. We are no longer, beings that are created to remain in the kitchen or to just be body making babies, or machine that makes baby, that produce babies. We have potentials now. We are coming out with different, we are showing to the world that we can actually do exactly anything that a man can do. We can actually, we've got potentials, we've got gifts, we've got so many things. All we need is just the opportunity to let these things shine. So things have changed. You get it? The world has become modernized now. We can no longer live in that past that we were living before, where women were not allowed to speak or were not allowed to talk. Whoever wants to still live in that era, no problem now. I wish the wife good luck, but it's out of ignorance. Anyone that still wants to live in that era is rest in peace to the. I don't know. I don't know. I respect everybody's home and decision. Whatever works in one's marriage, I respect it. But
Mhm.
you know that is fine with me. So, any other question, or should I just?
No, continue. We don't have
Okay.
question.
So now, after we talk about the communication, what else are we supposed to talk about? We'll talk about trust. What is
Mm.
a relationship without trust? I just don't like it when they feel like, oh, I am the man, I
Mm.
can do anything I want, and I
Mhm.
can get away with it. But if you, as a woman, if you dare, if you as much as receive a call that is not that is not clear, or you don't have a good reason why this person called you or who this person is to you, you might find your Ghana must go in your father's house. You get it? It is wrong that there is no trust in a relationship. It is wrong that a woman cannot be with her man and can say, oh, I trust my husband. I know he cannot do this. If somebody should come and tell me now, love, oh, I saw your husband in a Shalanta hotel coming out with one lady and whatever, you know, that's because all of us have got jealousy. That jealousy thing will come in me like, who is that? But I will quickly like remember that my husband, I know my husband, the kind of person he is. And even if my husband had not told me previously that he was going to be there with that person, I will quickly, first of all, defend him. After which I'm like, hey, babes, they say they see you for so place. How far now? You get it. But let it not be that the first thing that comes to your mind is, oh my God, they don't carry woman. Oh my God, he's, messing up, he's cheating, he's this. We need to trust you. And the only way we can be able to trust you is if you're open. Don't be going into toilet to answer your calls. Don't be saying when I say who called you out. Babes, you were talking on the phone a while ago. Someone important called. Don't come and say, no, 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 it's nothing. Tell us, we want to know. For us to even open our mouths to ask you about the phone call is because we are curious. We want to know.
Yeah.
Tell us, no, it's my colleague at work that called me and said this. Please just talk. We want to listen. When you are able to clear off all these little dots, these little doubts that we might have in our head, it will make us to trust you. Like there is no way we cannot trust you. There is no way they will come and tell us your husband did this, your husband did that, and we'll come and be suspecting that yes, he's guilty of one thing or the other. Let there be trust. And it's not only at the, you know, towards the man, also towards the woman, because many times I discovered that these men that that feel like they can do anything they want to do, so many of them don't even trust their wives.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like what the Igbo say, "Ogumma anaghị ekwe ka mma gaa ya n'azụ." You understand? Which simply means, one that uses the sword, they don't allow anyone to to pass their back, to pass their behind with a sword, because they are always suspicious of anything or anybody, because they are also guilty of the same thing. So when you don't trust us, you make life uncomfortable for us. If we will have to come and start explaining, okay, who called you, this person called me, and still you are not okay with it, or you're not satisfied with it, or tomorrow we'll not have issues, and you say, now, is that not how the other one called you the other day? Who knows what is happening between the both of you? You just bring us something from nowhere and just start talking about it, and the whole thing will not start. Please, honestly, let's try to build trust. We want our men to trust us, and we want to trust our men for our relationship to work. As we're talking about trust, we're talking about maturity. A lot of people are not matured. Ogologo awụrụ
The,
na nwa
the
etone.
men or the women.
The men, women already, they have given us what they call a fish brain. Or they will say, my dad was advising a man one day that came to tell him that he was preparing to get married. My dad now said, "Ị nwere nkịta n'ụlọ?" And the man said no.
No.
He said, "Na je godu gote nkịta, igote nkịta, and you can stay with nkịta for 6 months." That was so insulting. That was so degrading. But I understood what he was trying to say. And he said, sorry for the non-Igbos. What my daddy was telling, who came to tell him that he was preparing to get married, was, he said, "Do you have a dog at home?" And the guy said no. He said, "Please, first of all, go and buy a dog. If you can tolerate that dog for 6 months, then you know you are ready to be
For
married."
marriage.
Because
Wow.
dogs, puppies, especially when they're young, those ones that are still untrained, they are so annoying. They can piss you off. They can poo anywhere. They can pee anywhere and everything. It is wrong to compare a woman to an animal. But my daddy was trying to pass a message across to this guy. You get it? So they already see us like that. But we have lots of men that are not matured. And I will explain the reason why I feel like they are not matured. Okay. So maturity to me is this. Now, my husband, I have a misunderstanding with him. We just have issues and everything, and we just argued and all that. And all of a sudden, the next thing, maybe out of anger, you hear him pick up his phone and call his mother and will start narrating the wife to the mom. If not the mother, he's called the sister, or he's called an outsider and start narrating what happened between himself and the wife. Like, okay, this, that. Now you forget what you're doing. This thing, you're painting this person wrong in the eyes of these people. Tomorrow you're going to make it with your wife, but that thing that you have created between her and outsiders, who is going to clean up that mess? The way you will come back now and come and start calling her sweetie and start rubbing her and start saying, telling her you are the sugar in my tea. Will you still go back and go and tell these people, no, please forget that thing I told you about my wife? My wife is the sugar in my tea. You know you cannot do that. So why do it in the first place? So maturity is important. We want you to be mature. We want what happened between us to always remain between us. Don't go telling anybody. Don't go criticizing or talking bad about your wife outside when you know that it's not like you're giving up the relationship that day. No, you will still come back to build that. So please, our gas, try as much as possible to allow what happens, in the house. Let it remain indoors. Let's not be telling no more, because they will only make things worse, not even better. Somebody said they have a question before. I don't know. Did you see it?
Um, I was trying to put it on the stream. I hope okay here. So here is the question.
Okay. Sorry, because my eyes.
I will ask you. It says,
Find out that you and your partner are not compatible. What will you do as a woman? What do you mean you guys are not compatible? In what aspect are you not compatible? There must be something you will say in a man. I like this in this man, but I
mhm.
don't like this in this man. So in what aspect of the relationship do you feel like you guys are not compatible? Is it sexually? Is it because he doesn't respect you? Is it because you guys have got different ideas? Like, compatibility, I don't believe
A
there
lot.
is
It's very
one
big.
person that you see that you say, oh,
There
like
must be
my
one
husband
or
of today, I
two
will not say
things.
we are compatible in everything. The films I like are not the films my husband like. We are not compatible in that aspect. You get it? So you must, in all area. If it's in no area, then what are you going to do? You're not supposed to be with such a person. You're not even supposed to be with such a person. And if you've already entered into the marriage before discovering that you guys are not compatible, you manage it. You manage it and be praying.
And try to work it out.
If you're married to an erotic man that has got a mentality that has been imbibed in him by his his forefathers,
Those
there's
Igbo
nothing you
men. Those Igbo
can
men.
just find happiness. Finding happiness that I mean is accepting your cross, accepting everything about the man, and just carry it like that, because everybody have got what they are carrying. No, there is nobody that is not carrying anything. It's only liars and fakers, and people that are faking lies, that want to like come and make you feel like they have a perfect relationship or they have a perfect marriage. Every man has what he's tolerating in his wife, and every wife has something they are tolerating in their husband. So until you package your own and be managing it like that, and just be praying to God, be doing things that will make you happy as a woman.
Okay, I have a question concerning what you said, what you answered. You
Yeah.
said you should just manage it. So I'm just thinking in my head now. Okay, if she decides to manage it, yet she's not happy, as in she's not really happy as a person. Why she's trying to just manage it, but
Yeah.
deep in her heart, she's not happy
Hold
because
on a
now she
second,
tried
please.
in all areas. So don't you think that at the end of the day, she's supposed to find at least happiness from her partner?
How do you want to find happiness from your partner? You say the both of you are not compatible.
Hmm.
If you guys are not compatible and you're married to an erotic man, that man cannot come and change. People don't change. It takes the grace of
People
God.
don't change. It's just
You
God, yeah.
understand? They cannot. The only time like the course I'm reading right now, a child's character from the sixth year of their life, the character they have formed from the day they are born to their sixth year is what they will become for the rest of their life. That somebody used to smoke and decide not to stop smoking is because they have decided to take in a self-discipline. That somebody used to be a womanizer and decide tomorrow I no longer want to be womanizing is because the person has accepted Christ, and because of the fear of God this person had for God, they decided to okay stay away from women. Not that they can just come and change all of a sudden. They cannot change. What I mean by looking for your own happiness is find out, like what they used to say, without a man can't you be happy? Without a husband can't find out something about you as a woman for you to be happy about? Discover something that you can do for yourself that can make you happy. It could be realizing yourself, it could be trying something new. Forget about those that will say, okay, because I'm not happy with my husband, let me come and start cheating. That one is flimsy excuse. That one is so flimsy. You can't say because this man is doing like this, let me go and look for one sugar boy outside. No, you are worth more than that. You can actually do better. I don't believe God created anybody on this head and just left them empty without putting something inside of them. Why don't you use the opportunity to realize who you are, who God has created you to be? Your happiness is in your hands. Your happiness doesn't lie on that man. And what people don't
Mhm.
actually know is by the time you start self-realization, you start working towards yourself, start focusing on yourself, building yourself, focusing on what has to do with bettering your life, you will see that man turning around on his own. You will
Mhm.
see him talk. But when you go fighting him and you say, I told you not to do this and you did it again. Oh, I told you not to cheat and you cheated again. Oh, I told you that I did this. You are not caring. You don't kiss me. You don't hug me. You don't buy me clothes. You don't do anything. When you keep complaining, the worst will keep happening. But when you decide to ignore them and concentrate on yourself, your happiness. If it's film that you love watching, watch film. Serve him his meal. Respect him. Honor him like the Bible said you should honor your husband. Tell him, Oga, I want to go back to school. If he has the money, let him send you to school. Tell him, I want to go and learn a skill. Go and learn sewing. Go and learn how to make hair. Become a stylist. Become something. You mustn't go to school. You must not everybody must be a graduate. Not everybody must be a
Sure.
doctor or doctorate or have how many certificates. Your skill can actually make you become an important person in the society. When you work on yourself and you start shining, of course it takes a while. Nothing good comes easy. Maybe it could take a few years, but by the time that star in you starts blossoming, starts shining, you will see that man on his own. Ah, that's my wife. Oh. The man that doesn't want you to touch you before will come and say, hey baby, how now? Far now. The man that doesn't use to buy you clothes will all of a sudden come and carry clothes and come and be given to you because they are now realizing on their own what they have. Or maybe by the time people ask, will start saying, ah, is that the husband of this? They say, nah, your wife, the woman, honestly, the woman is making it. They start hearing people talk highly of their partner, their brain will start going to reset. You get it? So don't go looking for, oh, because he's not doing this, what will I not do to be happy? Realize that you are somebody without a man. I always say we need a man, yes. Having a partner in life is like having two pair of everything, two eyes, two rows of nose, 2 ears. It doesn't mean that if one thing should happen to one eye, you don't see anymore. You can still see. You
With the
can
other
function
one.
without a man. Realize what your potential is all about. Of course, when you have the both, perfect. But if you don't have one and it's only one that you have, what happens as the world come to an end? Make use of
No.
what you have. Become somebody. Become somebody. The problem we have is there are women that don't have dreams, that don't have aspiration. Women that their dream is just to be married with There are women like that they are just to be married women, to be called Mrs. Now, after they've called you Mrs., what is
What next?
next? Eh? Please. So
Okay,
I
let
don't
me add
know.
to what you say. I still think that no matter how bad somebody is, let me not use somebody, let me just say, no matter how bad your partner is, there's still one thing that you will still find attracted to in him or her. You understand? What I mean is that because in her response, she said in all areas. But have you checked the other areas where you guys are okay? Or is it because you are not compatible here, you are not compatible here, you are not compatible here, you refuse to see the other side that you are compatible with? You know why I'm saying it? Because I remember when I met my husband, because I always use my husband as an example because some of the things I've learned in relationship and marriage is my husband. You know, we are two, I won't say we are two different people, I won't say we are not compatible. Definitely there are things that I and my husband we are not compatible, but there are still many things that we are. And I remember the first year when we got married, I started seeing some things, and I was like, bros, you know, first show me this ones when we date now. You know, I wasn't seeing those things, and I became angry, and I was thinking, am I? Did I make the right choice? Am I this? Did I? How did I get here? But instead, you know what I did? I sat down and I thought about the other things that because I just felt like, okay, let me just ignore this side and see the other possibilities. And guess what? I found out that the ones that we are compatible is even much more that one that I was just. And if I have made that mistake to say, I not do again, bros, I beg, I would have missed those ones because I was angry. If I had held on to that anger and made the decision of saying, I'm not doing again, or I refuse to blind my eyes over those wrongs he was doing, if I had refused to blind my eyes, I would have seen the other side. So my point is, why not calm yourself down and look at the other side? Because definitely, even armed robber have a good side. Even a liar still has
It's hard to
a good
believe, but
side.
it's true.
It's hard to believe, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So why not just find out the other side? Just forget about the ones that you think that you are not and find out the other side, and don't do it alone. Just do it with prayer, do it with
Yeah.
open mind. Just do it like, okay, you're not seeing anybody, you're just doing it like, okay, I'm seeing my husband. Forget about the anger, forget about the whatever. Just try to see the other side, and it will, for me, this is what I just think that
Mm.
definitely
Yeah.
you will find your
So
answer.
let's
So,
take some of the comments because people are
okay,
communicating
yeah,
in the
that is
comment section, so it wouldn't be
yeah,
nice to ignore what they're saying. So
that's true.
I saw a comment by All Videos TV. Is it only Ibotic man? Don't try Yoruba. Okay. Okay. So the reason why I said Igbo
Thanks
is
so much
because
for
I'm
that
Igbo
studio.
and I grew up with Igbos. So let's say I have more experience with Igbo men. You get it? It's not like I dated all the tribes to know how they really are. No. So I speak from where I have experience. So that is why I'm saying Igbo men. Doesn't mean it's just Igbo men,
Me too.
obviously. Okay.
Me too. I have experience with Igbo men, so that is why I'm
Yeah.
always talking about Igbo men.
Okay. Somebody
Wait,
said, okay, same all ear video said, you are wrong. People can change. Don't forget that change is constant. Change is constant, but you don't
she's
understand what
referring to
I'm
Ladies
saying.
channel.
That
She's
people
referring
can
to Ladies.
change is because they decided on their own that they want to change, in the sense that you somebody that used to be a concrete pagan, for instance, that has been doing all his life rituals and stuffs like this is what they actually believe in, this is what they were born to. You know, this person has been this, and all of a sudden, this person encounters Christ, accepts Christ from their heart, decides to do away. Now, this is repentance from the burden of their heart, repenting from all this and deciding that they don't want to do this again. If one is a chronic womanizer, it takes Holy Spirit for that to stop. It doesn't mean that once they have repented that they will not be having that temptation anymore. It doesn't mean one who has been smoking for the past 20 years and now decides to wake up tomorrow and say, I will not smoke again. It doesn't work that way. It won't. It will not work. They might not do it for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. The next thing they are falling again. They will just say, oh, just one stick, one stick. Or someone that has been drinking for, it is possible, but it takes a whole lot for one to be able to. It takes God, because on your own you cannot do it. You need therapy, a lot of things you need to go through for you to actually be able to stop something that you are actually so immersed into. You need God, you need therapy, and you need the right partner as your support system for you to be able to do away with
Yes.
it. Else, my
Mhm.
dear, that is why you see people that are alcoholic, they will tell you after they have celebrated 10 years of being sober that they haven't been drinking. And all of a sudden, something just hits them. And the next thing they carry again, the wine, and start drinking. Ha!
Okay.
A lot of them, they fall back. They fall back. It takes
I take the
grace.
grace of God not to fall
Yes,
back.
Cup, you're welcome. It takes grace. It takes a whole lot for you to, your character is your character. Then your habits that you went and formed while growing up, and you've lived into this habit for a whole, like for lots and lots and lots of time. For you to do away with that thing, you need, not just even after deliverance, you see them some still going back. So it takes God. Okay. So somebody's comments, when you say
Um,
erotic
um,
man, what do you
mhm.
mean? Almost all men are same in character except for some that are living under grace. Make the mistake of thinking it's only Igbo men that has that issue. Okay, I think I answered this before. I
Yeah,
spoke
you've
from
answered
where I have experience
the
from.
point. Yeah.
I have never dated Hausa. I have never dated Yoruba. So I spoke from where I have experience from,
And you also you
and
have your
from
brothers.
the environment where I
My
grew
brothers
up.
are Igbo, so
So
mhm.
I cannot come and speak for Yorubas when I have not had, they have never given me reason to. Let the
Mhm.
Yorubas say what their men is like. Let the Hausa say what their men is like. I spoke from experience what I know our Igbo men are like. So that is it. Is there something else I'm missing?
Mm, okay, so I think we have one from Thunder Scorpion. He said, "What do women want? Women want money, security, and kids." Okay, you know that guy. Eh?
Yeah, the Scorpion. Thunder
Okay, and
Scorpion. I
all
have a verse.
all
Thank
videos TV
thank
said.
you. Thank you for highlighting that, because I have a boss who has A1 womanizing, but once gets married, he stop everything and stick with his life. Is a lie. Give him years. I don't believe that. Chronic womanizer, you marry. Do you know that when you're married, when you're getting married for the first time, you're so much in love. You're so much in love. You can't have enough of each other. You're doing it 10 times, twice in the kitchen, 3 times in the bathroom. Later, you scatter the whole house because you're making love. But after a while, all this dies down. It doesn't mean you're no longer in love with your partner. You're still in love with your partner, but you no longer do it 10 times a day.
But
Just
another
two
question is,
people here
how did
got
you
their
know that he
50th.
stopped? How did you know that he stopped? That is the question. How are you sure that he stopped? How are you sure he's not going to one corner to do his thing and come
It
out and
takes
do it out?
God. Even our born again pastors, Christians are still shopping it at
Before.
the backyard. Not to talk of, please, it takes grace and it takes God. While I was growing up, when I was laid down and I was growing up, we had this brother. Okay. my parents trusted this guy so much, and this guy will go, he will come and pick us from the house, we'll go to the block rosary where we say our rosary, we pray and everything. Everybody trusted this guy. Like, in fact, they can swear for him that this guy can. But we that were the kids that were growing up, we knew this guy has a problem. This guy will just, in the name of, okay, my small sister, and he will cross his hand over your neck, and then he will just be as if you guys are walking. He will be allowing the palm to be dangling and be hitting your breasts, and be hitting your uncle, brother in Christ, and be hitting your breast like this. And we are walking. He will just pretend as if he doesn't know that his palm, that as you guys are walking on the street, he
Yeah,
will pretend as if he doesn't know that the hand is dangling and hitting you
and you
on the
serious will
breast.
develop.
And the day the day he came to there was a party in our house, and he came and he slept in our house. Everybody, we just, the way they would just put mats on the floor, and everybody would just lie on the floor and sleep in the sitting room. And this guy was lying close to me. The next thing, when everybody were busy snoring, this man, I felt somebody was sneaking his fingers. This is a born again. This is, in fact, this guy, if you see this guy, you have seen Jesus, you have seen Mother Mary, this guy. But at the end of the day, we are all humans. Okay, we
Yeah,
are all
sure.
humans, and the
So
sin of the flesh, it is real.
it is
It
real,
is
oh,
very, very
real,
real. Let's not
real. Let's
joke
not
with
just pretend that it is real. All of us get our own for, but it is real. So back to our topic. What
Yes, back
do
to our
women
topic, Jerry. Thank you
really
so much, All
want?
Videos TV. We really do
Yeah,
appreciate you. Thank
she's
you for
going.
coming.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Okay,
What
so
do women really want?
mm, okay,
Yes.
oh,
The reason I'm asking this question is that because you said something that some women don't even know what they want.
a lot of people don't.
So, what do women really want? Like, I had security here before Thunder Scorpion said it. Women really want security from their men. That is why you see that it is kind of somehow weird to see a man getting married to an older woman because the woman is like looking up to him as a father figure, someone who is going to protect her.
Mm.
But the thing is that some men don't even know that we, their women, are looking up to them to protect us. That is why Andrew will come house, they will send the wife to go and open the
But do you know, I'm yet to see a man that doesn't protect his wife or his woman. I have never seen a man that would stand back when something is going, like, a
You want to
physical
tell me that
problem.
you've not seen, you want to tell me that you've not seen or all
He
this
does.
abuse, domestic violence that we are hearing. What
Domestic violence is one. Okay, domestic
he's
violence is
supposed to
one.
protect her and not to cause harm to her.
Domestic
You
violence
know,
is one. What I meant was that doesn't protect the wife, like, from the external body, from the third person. Okay,
around
I've never seen.
in
I
all
just
bodies.
feel,
There are some families
wow.
that the woman don't have a say. The sister-in-law
Yeah,
will
just
insult
like what
her,
I said the
the
other
mother-in-law
time.
will, and the
Yeah,
man,
that
once the
one
woman
I've seen.
complains, he will say,
That
she's
one
my
is so common.
good. So this is what the woman is supposed to have. You are
That one
supposed
is
to
very, very
protect her
common.
from your family. When they come to like insult or come to disvalue her, you are supposed to protect her. And
Yeah.
come to abuse, you are supposed to protect the woman and not cause her pain. So this is the protection we are talking about.
Mm, yeah.
Good. So, and when we still talk about this protection, our men don't know that we need this. They feel that I'm your wife, I'm your wife, I'm your husband, I'm your husband. They can insult you, they can tell you anything. But bros, if you insult me, how can you protect me outside? There are some men that they embarrass their women outside there. They don't care if they're in public, private, anywhere, train station, bus stop, anywhere. They insult their wives. And what if someone else come to insult your wife? What will you now do? You will start fighting for somebody that you already insulted in their presence. So this is the protection
Yeah.
we are talking about. Yes, this is a protection. I personally, I think that it is right for our men to know that as their wife, we need them to protect us. We need them to be at the front. Those days, our fathers, now our fathers will stand to protect their wife and their children. But these days, the fathers are the one even pushing both the wife and the children. So this is my own. This
I just
what this is my own.
the adult ones is hard now to, like, start modifying what is already in their head. I would say it also boils down on we the women. We need to raise our men right. We need to raise our male children to do better. There are times that my son would fight with his sister, and I know that it was the sister that looked for his trouble. You understand? I'm supposed to
Mhm.
scold the girl and, like, okay, but I rather scold the boy, like,
Boy.
don't do that. Don't raise your hand whatsoever on your sister. If she does anything to you, come and tell me. But do not dare raise your hand on your sister. You get it? So I get it that is happening a lot, but the fault is also from the way we raise them, or from the way they grew up seeing also their parents do. Because sometimes this thing
Yeah.
is like reciclable, like, after me, my daughter, my daughter's daughter, what they see while they are growing up, they also become maybe even the worst version of it. You
Hmm.
get it? So, but what do we do? That is why I believe the Catholic Church and so many churches, before marriage, they want to, like, they want the couple to, like, go for marriage class and everything. But so many of them don't take it serious. So many of them is, but let's just do this thing so that they will allow us to get married. After which, everything they learned, they will throw it in the
Go on,
bin.
they'll just wait and come back to
Throw it
their
in the bin.
normal
Eh.
person, what they know already. Yeah.
In that case, I don't. I honestly, the only help a woman has got in any situation you find yourself, I just feel it's just only God. You cannot do anything.
Hmm.
You cannot do anything. You will not say, "Let me, okay, because he's behaving like this. Let me leave this one and just go back to my father's house." You you don't want to remain single. You want to get married again tomorrow. If you still married, then the one you want to go and marry in future, you don't even know the problem that one has.
Of
That might,
course.
that one might even be worse than the one you left. You get it?
Hmm. Thank you so much,
I'll
Everyday
just be a
Matters, for
second,
coming.
okay?
Thank you so much, Everyday Matters, for coming. So another one I have, even before I started, there's a place in the Bible that talks about the husband. The duty of the husband is to love the wife as Christ loved the church. So when we talk about security, when we talk about protection, it's under that love. So you protect your wife. Your wife wants you to protect. Your woman wants you as a man to protect her in all areas. So the next I have on my list that women, before, women don't talk about it, but now they talk about it. But sometimes the way they talk about it in a very commanding manner. It's help. It's help. They will say women, naturally, women want their husband, their men to help them with little things, either family or at home. We want our men to help us out in little things, but we don't ask. And I'm happy that we are beginning to ask. Just that I have a problem with the way we ask these days. The way we ask these days is like, don't say you go help us. Am I supposed to be doing all this? Why not just ask calmly? So, and some women don't even bother to ask because they are um they are so they have this mentality that taking care of the house is just the responsibility of the woman, just the responsibility of the woman. If the house is dirty, it's the woman's fault. If so many things are going wrong at home, it's the woman's fault. Training up the children is, if the children is not doesn't have good manner or not well trained, they blame the women. So women refuse then to ask their husbands, their men, for help. They want to do everything on their own. And at the end of the day, they break down.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they break down. Now, some women are speaking out, saying, I need help, but I'm concerned about the way they are going about it. I'm concerned about the way they are going about it. My mom have 10 children, 10. And the only
Wow.
thing my father did there was just go to farm with the wife, come back. My mother will cook, take care of the children, and you know, so, but the woman will not come out and ask the man, help me out in the kitchen. Ha, you want me to go to Papa house? But she was doing those things alone with 10 children. With 10 children, she was doing it alone. And sometimes she will just break down. And what will she do? She will
Of
still,
course.
even while she's sick, she will still want to do something because who is going to take care of the children? Who is going to cook for the children? But we don't ask, So, and there are some women that are still doing it to today. There are
Who
some that
said
are
they
still,
don't ask? A lot are asking now.
yeah,
A lot of women are
again, they are
asking now.
asking in the wrong way.
Yeah, it's true that they are
Yeah,
asking the wrong
but
way.
some still
But
don't ask.
sometimes when the reason why you say they are asking the wrong way is because they've tried to ask nicely and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because they
Some I still not feel I
let's
still know the ones that are not asking. If I tell them, why not ask, why not tell him to help? You go say, abeg go, I no fit for wahala, abeg, make I do my thing. So
wow.
that is why I put that help there because there are some that are still not asking up today. They will tell you, after all, na woman job now to do all this, make I dey do am. So there are still some, and for me to have those ones around me that say so, meaning there are still some out there that still believe that asking their partner to help them out with one or two things is a big crime.
But I
And
still
financially,
believe that for a relationship to work, it takes the two people,
mm-hmm,
left hand and right hand. I don't think it's also nice for a man to be waiting to be asked to be supportive of the wife, be it emotionally or physically. You shouldn't be asked to do it. Okay, let's say that the Holy Spirit did not minister to you that you're supposed to. You came in from work, you're tired, you went and had your bath, and your wife is preparing your meal, and you see your child crying, and you say because you are tired, you cannot go and pick your child.
mm,
You expect the
there are
woman
many.
to carry the child and put the child behind her back while she's turning your semo.
Yes, I know.
The
I,
Holy
I,
Spirit
I
did not minister to you
that
to
one I've
hold
seen
your
it.
child
Koro
for that
koro.
5-10 minutes that it will take for her
I've
to turn
seen
your
this one.
semo.
Yes, I have seen it koro koro before I got married. I've seen it koro koro. This one is not even there. They told me. I saw, and I was like, bros, the food is for you. Why not just help this woman to hold the child? He said, I beg, I not sabi carry baby. Mhm. So they are
It's
much.
quite unfortunate. Well, please, we don't want to always ask because okay, let's take it that some women are embarrassed to ask sometimes, or they are
Mhm.
scared or for one reason or the other to ask. Please, we want men that are supportive emotionally and physically. It is
Yeah,
important that you're supported. I don't want to ask you to do this
do
before you
this.
do it. I don't want to start quarreling with you, or we start raising voice over stupidity, or things that are not even worth it. Because many a times you discover that the reason why this couple are quarreling is
It's
over a
something
very,
meaningless.
you get it, something that is not even anything. So don't wait to be asked. Let's try. It's just that mentality they feel like, okay, my job is only to go and bring money, and your job is to take care of the house,
And
everything.
some of them say even that money they don't give except the woman ask. And if the woman don't ask, they will not give. They will assume that the woman already has. So this is
Has
one of
from
the
where?
help. And the woman now will not even be bold enough to ask the man. So women should learn to ask. Please,
you
our
know,
men, even if we don't ask, we need it.
you
we need.
know, I think my mentality has changed a lot. Not that I think, I know, because my sister just made me realize it a few days ago. We were talking on our group WhatsApp about my brother, who my brother is dating and who he wants probably to marry tomorrow. And, my sisters were kicking against this lady.
Hmm.
And when I entered the chat, I said, "What is your problem? You people should leave." Who said that if he should marry the person you guys want him to marry, that this woman will not tomorrow come and fuck us up? Allow him to marry who he wants to marry, so that tomorrow, if there is fuck up, he will know he decided that this is the person he wanted to marry, not that we forced him to marry somebody that now ended up. So this discussion was going on, and my sister now picked it up and said, "Nne, calm down. Your mentality has changed because you've been living there for over a decade." He said marriage in Nigeria is different from marriage in Europe. Oh. You understand? So she was not giving me many, many points of which, when I actually look at my marriage now, actually come to realize that there are so many things I am not bothering myself over anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot wake up in the morning and be brushing my son's teeth, and my husband will be waiting for me to tell him either to warm the children's milk when he's there, or maybe to start, putting things in order in the house. He will leave it and just go and sit in the sitting room and cross his leg and be watching news while I'm doing some. Do you understand? I no longer need to bother myself over these things because it's different for me here. You
Mm.
get it? We do things differently. But in Africa, and so many other Africans living in Europe still live like, they wake up in the morning, a man goes and on the TV, and with the remote control, he's watching news while the woman is running like rats up and down, doing one thing or the other, all in the name of is her responsibility. This is the way it should be. You know, I don't really know. I don't. Then get help. Why not get help? Women should start getting help for themselves because you can't do it alone. That is why so many times when women do all those things by themselves, they fall into depression. They fall into depression. They even get to the extent that they start hating their partner. They will not want to use their two hands to deceive their husband. Some will be even wishing death on the man. So
Forbid.
if the man is not helping, he's not doing much, please get yourself some help. Get somebody to live with you to help relieve you of some of those responsibilities. When
But
you're
here,
when you're cooking, somebody is helping you to hold the children. I don't know.
but here in Europe, we can't get helps now, except in Africa.
But yes, here in Europe, you can't get help to come and help you hold your baby. But you
Mhm.
can make your husband hold a baby in Europe if you know your way around.
But if you
You
have
can
those,
make your husband to hold a baby in Europe.
that is when at least you have a say. You know, that is when your
Why
husband
would a
even
woman not have a say?
that is when your husband even see you as somebody, as in like somebody. You know, when somebody is talking, there's some men that they don't even know if their wife.
If you are in Europe and your man is not listening, he's not helping, you can make him listen. If he's not listening, where you're petting him, giving him all the respect, bowing your head down, calling him my lord, and giving him the maximum respect that you're supposed to give to him as a virtuous woman, and he's still not doing what he's supposed to do, you can make the law make him do what he's supposed to do. You
So you are
force his
saying that
hand.
they should involve the law.
Yes.
Is that not going
It's not,
too
no,
extreme?
you know the mistake a lot of women in Europe are making. The mistake they are making is that they feel like every time there is something wrong at home, if you go and tell somebody, if you go and report to the law, the marriage has scattered. No. We have what they called services sociale, like social service here. These people,
Mhm.
what their job is family. When there is misunderstanding, free of charge, oh. Now I'm speaking for those probably living in Italy. If
Deeply.
you're having issues, maybe the man is not beating you, but maybe with mouth, he's making you fall into depression. He's not helping at home. And you've tried to resolve things and things are not resolving. Instead of you to die in that situation, please go and seek help. Go and tell these people that your husband is not listening to you. When you tell him to help you hold the child while you're doing this, he's not doing it. They will listen to you, and then they will invite your husband over.
Hmm.
It
Hmm.
becomes like going to um a therapist, like a psychologist
Hmm.
that will now, husband and wife, because sometimes when you tell your husband, let's go for therapy, they will not want to go. They say, me, I don't have money to go and throw away. But
Apart
in a
from money,
country
they
like,
will tell you that there is nothing wrong with them.
exactly. Well, in a country like Italy, we have it free of charge. Like when a family is having issues, the only time they'll come and start saying, okay, let me take away the woman from you or child, is only when the woman has decided, I no longer want this marriage. Or maybe this man is beating me, I feel like my life is in danger, and there are proofs that this man is really doing this thing. Then they will think of removing the woman and the child. But when you go and say, this man is not helping to do anything at home, I'm the one doing everything, doing this, doing that, they will invite the man over, they will sit him down, and they will talk things over with you as husband, and they will tell you, okay, let them become that third party. Since pastor, oh no, they work. Mama, oh no, they work. Papa, oh no, they work. Let the law handle it. People should just forget this mentality that once you go and tell social service, hey, marriage don't scatter. Marriage never scatter. It depends on what you as a woman is the one that will decide if the marriage will scatter or not. Or maybe the man will not pick offense, okay, because you went and told this social service, okay, I will not marry again. That one na illiteracy they cause am. That is
But
illiteracy, that
for
is
me, I don't
ignorance.
think social service is a good idea
Mhm.
because I don't know the way they run it there, oh, but
Now,
over
okay,
here,
but if a husband and wife, they are, if a husband and wife is having issues in their relationship,
mhm,
we're not talking about maybe this helping to hold baby or is not helping to hold baby.
yeah,
They're just having a problem in their relationship, and they're already considering, okay, either we go for therapy or we go for divorce.
mhm,
You will first of all advise them to go for therapy, right?
sure, sure,
Okay, so what is the difference with social service? Because that is what social
no,
service is all about. They give
yeah,
it to you free of charge to their citizen, free of charge. Because if
yes,
you should go privately to your own, you pay 50 euro for an hour.
yes. I understand the point you are coming from, but I'm just thinking about here. This, for example, this is my city now.
Mm.
Anything that makes you involve social service, just know that 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 relationship or marriage, is just standing with one leg. Yeah, one leg. So it's just
Especially
standing with
because
one
what
leg. So
God says,
you just have to be careful. It's just standing with one leg. So that is why I'm saying that when it comes to that, help me to cook or help me to boil water, help me to hold baby, we should just in our own talk about it,
but
or
when the man
even.
is not listening,
And again, you see this here, there's a way they do it. For example, they used to say 50-50. They call it 50-50 here. Over here, we call it Zogaret. That Zogaret means that everything you are doing, everything is 50-50. Taking care of the child is 50-50. Every single thing you are doing concerning that child is 50-50. That child cannot travel outside Germany without the other partner involved.
yeah,
50-50. So taking care of the child, carrying baby koko is 50-50. So once you have that paper and you take it to social service and they ask you where the surrogate, you have it. See, just know that your relationship or marriage have one leg.
are you
Reason,
serious?
yeah, reason because they will be looking for, they will not start coming to your house. They will just give you one person that will be coming to check on you, coming to monitor
Oh,
you guys to see how you are doing. And you know that um when such investigation starts, you won't be free
yeah,
anymore.
especially
And they
if
want you
there,
to tell them
especially if there are
every
minors in that house.
yes. And they want you to tell them every little thing that
Yeah,
happens. And you are likely to lose your child because they will
mm.
discover that the two of you are not in good terms. So they'll just be monitoring your child. Just know that. So that is why
Well,
people are very careful.
I don't know. I've had over here in Italy people that have gone for
Okay,
this
so
therapy,
okay,
and
I have
they were
sorry.
only able. They were
Mm-hmm.
able to like get these people to talk to their husbands, and that is it. They went for therapy for like 1 month. They were going once in a week, and they went for like 4 times in 1 month. And after which they confirmed from the woman, how is he behaving now? Has he changed? Is everything okay now? It is still the woman that confirms that yes, he's okay now, he's helping me at home and everything. And that was it. That was how it ended. All they now do is maybe once in a blue moon they will just call her. I'm telling you, like once in months they will call her. How
Yeah.
are you? Are you
This
okay?
one they
Is
will give you
everything
somebody.
fine? He said, you know, you can always, if anything should go wrong, you know, you can always call on us. Not that they will come and be coming to your house. I've never
Yeah.
experienced that one. Eh?
This one they will tell you, they will just give you somebody that will be coming to your house like once in a week or twice a week to be coming to
Wow.
check if your husband is behaving well now or not. And trust me, immediately your paper, your name enters social hand. Just know
Wow.
say you don't waka. So that is it.
Mhm.
Everyday Matters also said, he said couples
Yeah.
need to be careful because a lot of people have lost their families because social service got involved. Exactly
Got
what I just
involved.
said. See,
Wow.
and Esther
So
Chronicle said that is true.
how do you get your man to listen or to help you around the house when you're living in Europe
For me,
without
I
him?
feel you should ask. Don't just assume that he's supposed to know.
He's
Eh,
supposed to
yeah,
know.
he's supposed to know. Ask, even when you know that he's supposed to know, but he's not acting that, okay, I need to help. Then just open your mouth and ask. It won't take anything from you. Open your mouth and ask.
And after asking and there is no
Don't
change.
just be there
Because the
before him
reason why
now.
I now said
You
if
have to
you
choose
ask
to. It's
and
either
there's
you
still
help
no
me to
change,
hold
you
the
now
baby
look
or
for
you make
external help.
it's either you help me to hold the baby or you make the food. You have to choose one because I can't hold the baby and be making food.
I know of somebody that I know of somebody that unless the wife is not around, he will come back from work and then go to the kitchen and make food for himself. But if the woman is around, no, what am I saying? No. Maybe the woman is closing from work in the next 30 minutes and he's already at home. He
Mm.
will wait for that woman to close at that 30 minutes later and come home
Food
and
can
make
never get
semo
him now.
for him to eat. Whereas he's dying of hunger, but he will sit in the sitting room and be watching TV, waiting for the woman that will close in the next 30 minutes, and then probably time for her to get home another 15 minutes to come and turn the table. You see that the mentality is just so wrong. And one would want to like think that the people that are living in Europe, they should be already more exposed and
Yes.
everything. Rather, the mentality is still the same for lots and lots of
Yeah.
them. And you even
Very,
see
very
the ones that grew up here. I have seen a child that was brought here when he was 8 years old. Now, after 10 years, this boy is 18. He's grown and everything. He has a girlfriend. And I see him portraying the same character his father portrays towards the mother. You
then
feel
that is
because
what
they
he
grew up
is.
here,
Yeah.
that their mentality will be different. Now, lie, as long as they are still in the same house, where they see
Yes,
how
also. Mm-hmm.
relationship is between their mother and their father, that is what they are convinced of. That is what they believe that this is the way marriage should be. You get it? So I don't know how to help women like this. So we say go to your pastor. Yeah, go to pastor now. Even this woman I'm telling you now that later went to a social service, the pastor came several times to come and be settling quarrel. The pastor has preached and preached. Oh, God, be helping your wife now. There's nothing nobody. Then she will call in-laws in Nigeria. They will even be supporting their son and their other. Say,
Yes,
it's
now.
not because
I've
it's
not
not
heard
because
that
you
a man
people
should
are in
help
Europe.
the wife now.
Is it
Now.
because you people are in Europe? In Nigeria, is it not a woman that you're supposed to, wash clothes? They even accuse the woman. They said, oh, because you're not in Europe, that is why you're
That
disturbing
is.
our son to go and buy washing machine. In Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
is it not women that use their hand to wash their clothes? When you see that
And when you
nobody is
take them to
supporting
social
you,
workers, you said, and when you take them to social workers, you said, the man will start narrating and say, hey, carry me go to social work aside.
yes,
No, they will start narrating, they will not tag that woman as a bad woman. Not knowing that this woman really needs help. The thing is that they don't listen.
eh,
They don't feel, they don't know that women have feeling.
And
you
but
know.
we come from a society where if a man does wrong, it is the woman's fault.
Of
If a
course now.
woman does wrong, it's still
The
her fault.
woman, of
You get
course.
it? A man does not have fault. Like
Nah,
where we come from,
never,
a man doesn't have fault. So
never.
it is left for a woman to decide, and this is when I say enough is enough. I can no longer do this. Okay, if it's no longer working, Oga, maybe it is separation. Let us separate a little while so that you think your life over and I will think my life over. You understand? And you discover that any small thing that a woman says, okay, I need a break. The next day they say she wants to go and start doing a shower.
Okay, now, that's what I wanted to say.
They criticize everything that you do, every decision you take for yourself, you make, it will still be criticized. So instead of you to hang in there and be saying, hey, what will people say? What will people say? My dear, save yourself first. Either you look for help or you pack your load and tell the man, oh God, let me give you chance a little bit. Let me go back to my parents' house and go and cool up first.
And they will, or they
Later
will
we'll
even
talk
be
again.
telling you that, do you know my mother single-handedly took care of my siblings, why my father did not help in any way? You are
It is
smelling.
wrong.
That is it. That is just the mentality. And I think for me, I believe that women should start talking about these things even before getting married. Because normally these are the things that that women should, these are the things that they should talk about when they are courting, when they are dating. These are the things they should talk about. Rub minds together before
There are
they
people,
before they say I
there are
do.
people you might feel you don't want. It's like you don't know that human beings can pretend a lot. There are people
It's
that can
so
show
short
all the things that you want to see when during courtship, only for you to see another thing
when
after
you're
marriage.
married. Mm.
You get it? It takes God, and it just honestly takes your willpower as a human being to know what you want for yourself, and if what you've finally fallen into is not what you want for yourself, knowing
Mm.
when to decide that okay, this is enough for me, I can't do this anymore, let's look for help. Either we go for, because our men, they don't want to go for therapy.
They will say there's nothing wrong with them. Even medical checkup, but they will say there's nothing wrong with them, that they
If
have.
you're not ready to go for
It's
therapy,
a
then
mentality
I'm
now.
giving you a break.
It's a
Honestly,
mentality.
if you don't want to go for therapy, I'm giving you a break. Let me tell you a story. Somebody wants to ask a question. Ask your question. In the meantime, let me tell you a story of what happened. This bring me to another thing I actually have in mind that we want our men to know. Okay. Somebody came and was telling me, love, please, can you help me? He said, love, can you help me to buy something to be helping myself with? I said, what do you mean? He said, look at what is happening in my home. The husband is not performing, in the sense that is the kind of person that wants to be doing maybe once in 3 months or once in 4 months. He
Yeah,
said he's doing fabrica work. Now, after fabrica work, when he comes back, he's tired, he's having pains in skin
exactly.
and everything. And when we were talking, and she said, no, that one, maybe after that one is always so tired. I said, "Nne, he's not giving it to you, he's giving it to somebody else." He said, no, it's not my husband again. That one that has skin problem. Every time, pain, pain, pain.
Waiting
Lo
for
and
sign
behold, later
skin
she was
problem.
still the one that cried and told me about the conversation she discovered from the phone and everything and stuffs like that. And then she was not telling me, so since this man wants to frustrate my life without giving me the intimacy I'm looking for, let me help myself. You get it?
Ah,
Men should realize that it is our right to request for it, and also to request for the kind of style that we want. It is not a crime. You get it? It is not a
that's
crime.
what I wanted to ask you. I have it
It
here.
criticism, the way we are being criticized, the way
When
they
you
start
ask,
looking at you when you request for it, like
oh,
is a taboo. For my own food again.
yes, because our mothers, that sometimes our men now, they refuse to understand that we are not the same like our mothers. We are not wired the same like our mothers. Now we are exposed. Many things are changing. The world is just ticking. So it's our right. But
I
then
don't
our
understand
mothers can
after we have
say,
been joined together as
our
one in
mothers can
church,
say without asking our
when they have
fathers for
declared us one, you come and be
yeah.
doing selfish upon something that is my own. You will not give it to me. You are tired. And weekend that you're not working, that I've cooked better food for you and you have eaten. And I'll come and say, Oga, how far? You come
I
and be
bet talk
looking
this
at
about
me
this
with a
house
shallow eye. This girl be like you too spoiled. You they pretend all this while. What the hell is your problem? It is my own. Don't be selfish with sexual needs. We have got it because this thing they help us. They relieve
but some
stress.
women don't still ask, Sha. Some women still don't ask. I have someone that told me that, me, I cannot ask a man for sex. Why would I even ask man for it? So I said, but it's your husband. He said, I better go out. Anytime when you're hungry. Now, I say, if you go hungry, you say, I go home myself. Hey, you go home yourself. Yeah. Hey. So there are some women that don't ask at all. Even when they are in the mood, they will not ask. In their mind, they will be praying, oh God, make this man come ask me. Make this man come ask me.
And then if you cannot ask, you can seduce him. There are ways you can show this guy that you want something without him
But
using
asking
words.
doesn't mean that you have to open your mouth and say, I want. Even the men self, they don't open their mouth and say, I want it. They will come to you and say,
Eh, grab the
"Hey,
something.
you make the move now. No, she will not make that move, but she will say, no, which eye you want me to they look me? That one. I say, you dey miss so. So it's good for women to realize that it's our right. Just that, because even the Bible said that the man should not deny the woman of his body, and also the woman too. So it's our right. When the thing dey
And the
hungry you,
and the and
people
the fact that not just that you ask, that you also probably request that let's try another style, that not only mommy and daddy style, not only the
they will say
ladies
no, they
style,
are not
let's do
blessed to
something
perfect.
else. They will
No, I
start
like
seeing you like
it.
one spoiled. They will, like immediately their brain is wired to. So she has been pretending all this while.
Or they
So
will
she was
say,
coming
"Why
good
you
girl
dey
for me
see
to
am?"
come and marry her. Alone, they have calculated on their own. So if she used to do this kind of styles before, that means she must have done even 10 abortions. They will just by
Eh,
themselves move around the
they will
world
not
and
know that it's
imagine
Lord
all sort
Francis
of
that told them.
nonsense.
Oh. They will not know
And
that
the day you
they
guys will
heard it
not
from
have
Lord Francis.
misunderstanding, it will not come out. They will not say, hey, this one that has you are already spoiled or this that. The other day you were telling me let's come and do with style. The mentality is just so wrong. Please let's don't be selfish with with this thing. Give it to us as as much as we want, and
So
stop
we
making
have
us
some
feel guilty.
questions.
Stop making us feel like something is wrong with us when we request for a different
That is why
style.
some people they don't like to ask. So Esther Chronicle said, for me, marriage is not by force. It should make us better. Otherwise, there is no point. I agree. I agree. I think that was when we were talking about helping. So the next one, Everyday Matter says some women do that to their husbands. So that was when you were talking about denying your partner for equus.
I'll just be a
Okay.
second.
She also said if you are shy to ask, your body movement should tell him. Yeah. And again, even not asking, um, some men don't like it sef when there some men want their wife to ask. Some men want their women to ask them, but the women go say, no, I don't want to. I don't want him to look down on me. So Zadux was said, everybody's orientation is different. That is why it is difficult for some couples. But I suggest be very seductive in your dressing at home. Do things that are very temptation, that he can't resist. Bam. Say make we dey dress well. Hmm.
But
Make we dey
normal,
dress
normal, a
well. The day
woman is
you
supposed
dress,
to dress well.
the day you wear big
But
mouth
what
at home,
is
they will say,
if
this
the
is
husband
not
is
for
not the
start,
type
one.
that gives? Be wearing box
Na.
shorts. Be picking remote control on the ground all the time. You know,
Every day.
every day be picking
So
remote control.
Our sister that has question say, I am used to live and do the duties of a husband and a woman. Even when I ask for help, he don't even mind or care if someone is talking. Then I take a decision of doing something alone without telling him. I think that is what she wants to say. Without telling him. I think that is what we were talking about asking for help. And she said that she has a question. Okay, he said asking anymore. So am I doing the right thing or the wrong thing? She's asking if she's doing the
So
right thing by not
she has
telling
always
him.
been doing she has always been involving him and everything, and she's the one doing the job of a man and a woman, and this man has
Yeah,
never, contributed, and the man has pushed her to a point where she has now decided to start doing something without involving him. What
without
is wrong with that?
involving him
Nothing is wrong with it. You cannot allow them to come and kill you. God
at
forbid.
all.
If the man wants to keep sleeping and keep doing what he's doing, let him keep doing what he's doing. That is why I said, when you're not finding happiness in your partner, start self-love, start loving yourself, and start realizing your potential. Start doing something with. There are so many things that God has placed inside of you that is waiting for you to realize them. Concentrate in yourself and be doing those things. The man will wake up someday. When you're giving them that so much attention and everything, you see the thing will keep causing issues, and you guys will keep fighting over these things that it doesn't make sense. So why fight over? If he's not listening and he's not listening to your family members or to your pastor, to what do you do? And you cannot say because he's not listening, the marriage is over. Let me walk away. No, marriage continues. Do your duty as the virtuous wife, the way God has ordered you to do. That the man is not obeying the laws or the way God said that men should love their wife. If he's not obeying God, let that be between him and God. But you do not let God find fault with you as the virtuous woman that you're supposed to be towards your husband. Don't let God find a fault in you, but concentrate on yourself. Leave the man there. Serve him his meal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, welcome, sir.
Do your thing.
Your food is ready. Concentrate in yourself, realize yourself, go do something with yourself, find something doing, become somebody, invest your time and your energy into realizing yourself. If he decides to wake up one day, fine and good.
Good.
If it becomes intimidated tomorrow and said you are not any more than him, or you no longer regard him enough, or you are no longer coming to come and be wiping his ass after pooing, and he wants to by himself walk away, you tell him, okay, okay, no problem, bye bye.
Let him
But
walk
don't come
away.
and kill yourself over a man that has decided to become useless. No, you cannot do that. Please, just be doing what makes you happy. You sometimes they come around, honestly. Sometimes they do come in. Hey, is that the name that I'm saying? Mama, forgive me. Hey, my eyes these days, my eyes these days, I'm seeing far, very, very far these days, if you know what I'm trying to say. My mother is in the
Mama
building.
Mary. Good
I'm
evening,
glad I
Mama
could catch
Mary.
up today. Name is in the building. Hey, Ma Mary, how
Thank
you
you so
doing?
much for coming. We're
Mm.
almost through. So I dropped down this one, encouragement. Women really need encouragement from their men. Their men don't understand me. You understand what I mean when I say encouragement?
Yes.
You understand what I mean by encouragement? Women need that push, you know. But the men just like some, let me not say all, let me not just tag it all. Some women need that push. Some women need encouragement from their husband. You know, when you are doing something, your husband will come and say you are doing well, or do it like
Yeah.
this. Or when you bring a plan, the husband will tell you, okay, this plan is good. But some men, they don't even care what I beg carry go on side. And for me, I feel that this demoralize women, but they don't know how to tell the man,
Mm.
you know. They don't know how to tell the men because this topic actually I brought it up because I've heard so many things and they will say, ah, I beg, I know fit talk again, my mouth don't they pay me, you know, and they decide to be doing it, you know, but deep down in their heart, they want encouragement. encouragement from this man. They need that little push from their partner, because you are husband and wife, so you can't be doing things just I don't care.
No,
But
but
if the man
it's
brings his food, you
important.
will
Yeah,
encourage the man, you know.
it's important that women's strength be acknowledged and recognized in the home. That little we are able to bring to the table, even if it's just
Mm-hmm.
being um a mom that is not working, but you're taking care of two children, three children. You come back home, you see the house is clean, your food is ready, and I'm doing everything. No, we want to be acknowledged, and we want this effort to be recognized. A simple, oh, babes, how you doing? You look tired. Oh, the house is so clean. Ah, you cleaned. Ah, well done. I mean, these things, they seem so ordinary, but
The
just by
women,
telling your wife, the house is so clean, you cleaned, you must be tired. That thing has given her the strength to do it again tomorrow, because you noticed
exactly.
she did it today. She will want to do it again tomorrow. She will want to do it again
Even
next
looking good,
tomorrow.
sef, even looking good, the woman is looking good. Why not just tell her, ah, baby, you're looking so hot today, you're looking so, tomorrow she will want to do more, you
No,
know.
no, that one. You're going so far now. Eh? You're going too far. If they tell you you're looking good, so that your head will start getting swollen,
I'm telling
and
you,
you
they'll
start
tell you that I
misbehaving.
go.
And you,
Um, but
no,
truly,
baby,
women
say
need
yeah.
encouragement. Like the men
I'm
don't
not
know
getting
that
old,
we women
mama.
we need
Oh.
encouragement. You know, the women, men don't know that women need encouragement. No matter how, even if it's not even up to 1 minute talk, self, just few seconds. Then I say, Madam, well done. You did a great job. Finish. You know, finish 1 minute. How many sentences do you forget, self? You know, but it's very hard for them. You know, it's very
No,
hard
and it's
for
not.
them.
It's not. Sometimes that thing you want your man to start doing, the way you make them to start doing it is you start doing it too to them. You understand?
Hmm.
There are women that expect their men to compliment them, but they don't
Mm-hmm.
compliment their man.
There
You
are what
get
of the
it?
ones that compliment the men, and the men don't compliment.
Eh, eh. What do you do? Because we have so many
You
of them with that
compliment
mentality
yourself.
that if they compliment you, it will get to your head. But the ones that understand, like the ones that their brain is there, when you hear your wife compliment you, you know that tomorrow if she comes and like this is really looking good on you. These things are
Mhm.
so little, but it means a lot to women.
You need to
We
watch.
want to be
Yeah,
admired. We want
yeah.
to, even if it is a lie. Just like when I bought this wig for the first time. When I wore it, I wasn't feeling it. But when my husband called me video call and he saw that I was a little bit, like this, that I was trying with that I wasn't maybe feeling it. And just a simple statement, he said, this looks good on you. I'm like, oh, really? Are you sure? He said, if I had met you like this, the first day I saw you with this wig, I would have married you still. That convinced
That's
me. Even
it.
if somebody else will come and tell me tomorrow that, love, that wig does not look good on you, I will not believe because
You will not
the man
believe
in
now
the house
because
just
Oga has
confirmed
told
it.
you.
You get it. So, oh Dio, my husband is here.
Ah! Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our soldier man. Our soldier man. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Our
Oh my
soldier man.
God.
Thank you
This
so
man is
much.
everywhere. This man traveled
Our
today.
amore.
Today. He traveled
Our
today.
amore.
Ciao,
Love
amor.
Francis. You know
Grazie.
our amore.
Thank you so much for the super shot.
Thank
You
you so much for
rock.
the super chat.
So you were waiting for me
Our
to talk
amore.
about you
Thank
before you
you.
were starting, eh? Kwa? Thank you so much, hon. Thank you so very, very
Thank
much.
you
We
so
appreciate
much.
you. Thank you. Mommy, love, this new look is beautiful. Honestly, you see, they go to Nemo. Oh my God. When my own mama don't tell me, say I look good. Eh?
I told you before now. Did I tell you the first time? I beg. Okay, go fine. Pass
Thank
me for my
you,
life
Debo.
screen.
Thank you so
I know they play all
much.
those kind of play. So the
Wahala
last I have
Debo.
on my list is the last I have on my list have here is prayer.
It's
Hmm?
important. You
Because
can't do without it.
after all said and done, prayer. Our men, some, I don't know why I keep saying our, but let me just conclude that some men don't know that honestly, their wives or their women need prayer from them as the head. At least pray for your
Um,
wife, even if you are
um,
blessed, even if just pray a little prayer for your wife.
Talk with Richie. When it comes to salvation, is a personal race. It's a personal race in the sense that you can't, you can force a horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink water. Sometimes
But
it is
women,
you
women
don't,
pray for the
sometimes you don't
husband.
need to tell them to pray for you. Okay, you be praying
Mm-hmm.
for them. Allow God to do the work that needs to be done. Sometimes we are not patient enough for God to do because we want it to be done immediately. We want that thing to start manifesting immediately. You might start praying for it today and it might not come to pass today. And in the next 1 year, 2 years, the man will even be praying more than you. My parents are, an example. My mom was the one that started this whole born again thing. And my dad was just living the life. I'm telling you a talk with Richie. Right now, my father, if there is a way he can go back into becoming a reverend father, a priest in a Roman Catholic church, while still maintaining his wife and his children, he will do it.
You will do it.
Allow
Hmm.
God to arrest them himself. Your duty as a wife is to be praying for them. Be praying for him. Don't expect. That is what we say. Love is all about you giving and not expecting anything in return. We want them to pray for us, but if they are not doing it, it's fine. Be praying for them. Someday they will be arrested and they will start even doing more than you. So let's not even push
Hmm.
that. In fact, that one not even join for primary needs at all. Join. Just prayer is allow God to do the work there. Eh? Because you're looking at
Okay.
Messi Biko. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mama
you. Allow
Mary.
them. Like, let me, for
Okay.
example, now, when I
Because
met my,
mhm,
my husband was, this we come from a Catholic family, yeah. My husband, while growing up, he was doing these people that follows a priest in the church that serves, and
yeah,
those little guys. My husband was doing it. Then when he grew up, he abandoned those things. He wasn't going to church. He forgot about it. Blah blah blah. The young ones actually in Italy, they don't go to church. When you go to church, it's only their old ones that you see in church. It's just so common
so
with them. But when we met, he discovered that I'm one that loves church. I love Christ. I'm a believer and everything. He will come visit me. Then I will leave him in my house and go to church. Hey, and Baba Blue is in the house.
please,
Baba Blue, you
Baba
will not
Bridget,
greet me.
you're welcome. Good evening.
Baba Blue, I get in return. He will always tell me that I did something. That's why I always compliment him. Can you imagine? Is your husband an Igbo man?
It's not an Igbo man. Igbo man never will tell you, but Igbo man will tell you, I know.
Victory is your husband.
Igbo
Did you
man will
marry
tell
an
you, I
Igbo
know.
man?
That
Oh
husband
my
will tell
God.
me, that
Baba
husband will tell me,
Blue.
I
Baba
know
Blue
I'm a
is in
fine
the
guy.
house. Welcome, sir.
When you tell him
Until you start to
you are
start
looking
change,
handsome,
all to
he will
start to
say, I
change
know.
my opinion. Exactly.
Man will say,
Exactly.
I know. That is why you married. That is why you agreed to marry me. I'm a fine guy. Ha, bros. I just told you you are looking cute. Don't say thank you. Say, I know now. If the son not fine, you go marry me.
Can you
Hey,
imagine?
you go man.
This one is so full of himself. Oh.
As overpriced.
Is Cups
I
dead
know.
here? Sweet is still the moderator.
She's
That's even
coming.
Alfonso. No, no.
Oh, she's just coming. Thank you so
She
much,
changed
Mama.
her
Comes there. Good
profile
evening.
picture. Oh my God.
You said what? She changed her
That's
profile
why I didn't
picture.
recognize she was
So
there. Cups
she
dead is
changed her
there.
profile picture. I just saw it now.
And this one is so beautiful.
Yeah,
I
cute.
love it. Sweet
Papa
16,
Blue Jeans, thank you
now
so much for
welcome.
coming.
This one
Nana,
is
don't
beautiful
them.
as well. Usually when she comes in, you
Yeah.
once you see that yellow on
You
her
know,
profile, you
yeah.
know that is in the building. We need to get some, get used to this one now. We need to. He's from Edo State. Ah, Edo guys be like that. Edo guys be like that. But
So you
that
compliment
is
them
one
and
like
they will
the
tell
other lady
you,
said that time.
I,
Their
I
boys
know.
are all the same. I think they behave the same way. Like, but it's your fault now because you don't used to compliment him before. If you used to compliment him before and you compliment him again, it will not look like you want something. I cannot compliment my husband now and he will tell me, "What do you want?" Because I'm used to always hitting his head with compliments. You understand? So it is also your fault.
But if
So
my own
do
tell
it, but
me,
your
my
constant
own should
he will
tell
get
me,
used to it.
if my own should
So
tell me, ha, what do you want? I can just use the opportunity and ask, even when I don't need it, I'll use the opportunity and ask. But my own will never tell me what do you want. You just tell me, say, I know. That is why you agreed to marry me because I'm a cute guy. I'm a fine boy. Hey, Oba.
she
Next
have
time,
now
we'll make
catch me. Oh, what is that? Oh my God, guys, forgive me today.
what?
I'm having issues with my eyes. Probably, you guys might not know,
What
but I'm
is
having
that?
difficulties. Please be
What are you looking
highlighting
for?
comments. Let me
Okay.
be.
Um, Baba Blue Jay said, men don't like compliment like that. Give them 6 times. Hey, Baba. Give them
And
six
also,
times, and Allah will be happy. 12 times on Sunday
no,
too.
Baba
Only
Blue is not
Sunday,
all
12
about
times.
sex.
That one is too small now. Only Sunday, 12 times. That
Everything
one is
should
too
be all
small.
about sex.
Mm.
You won't kill the woman. Now only
Yeah.
Jogodo person call life can't do.
That one, 12 times every Sunday is small. Not plenty. That means 12 times.
Now only
Yeah,
Jogodo woman.
we have somebody, Amorakata, she sabi give us all those things. We go do 12 times is too small now.
Now
Mm.
food. Is it
So
food? I beg, Biko. We
so
need to be
I guess
talking
we said
about
everything.
something important. What happens to cuddling? Like, why are people like underrating cuddling? Honestly, why are people? Must we do the whole 6 course or whatever, or the 3 course meal? What happens to cuddling? Can't the couple just sit in front of the TV and cuddle while watching a film and whatever? Must it end into the promised land? Eh?
Yes, now because they believe that from there, even some, even I believe that some people self they don't even cuddle, they don't do all those coming
They will
together. All they will just
working
do is
with fever.
all they will just abeg shift make I enter. Huh?
Oh my god. Oh my
Abeg shift
god.
make I
Okay, the
enter,
first
you
time
know.
Saturday will do abi. When Baba Blue is in a live chat, you will know. Oh my
And
god.
if we should go back, since Baba Blue has brought back this issue of cuddling now, if we should go back to what women want from their men that they don't tell them on the side of this sex, I feel that because we've said that some women are shy to ask their man for sex. Again, what about those ones that are still they need as in more foreplay? They need more foreplay. They don't want to ask. What did they have for comment section when we laugh? What is happening that you're laughing?
Oh my god. Read your comment section.
Ah, Oga Blue Jeans said 4 times on Sunday. Oga Blue Jeans, abeg, who get that time? Oh, 4 times, only you what? He said,
Oh,
um,
oh my
Victor Amaka said, of course,
god.
I always compliment him, but his problem is that he will compliment you when he needs something from you, so that I he always think, okay. So he's asking you because that is what he thinks, okay. Who again? Mama Cobbs there said, okay, Lady G's channel said African mentality. Mama Cobbs said people do not underrate cuddling. No, now men they because they want to watch ball now. They want sharp sharp, do sharp sharp and comot. Baba Blue said, what is cuddling? Are we really there? Eh? Oh my God. Hey, Jesus. Teddy
Oh
bear.
my
What?
god.
Just imagine
Oh
how you
my
just
god.
hey.
I'm just guys, please, I can't be laughing like this. Tears are coming out from my
Baba Blue
eyes.
said, we are not dog being cats or small picking. Give us serious love with people. Hi, Chineke. This one, you are not even romantic.
Mama
Hi.
Blue has scattered the live stream.
You just scatter the live stream
Let me
now.
come
You
and
are
be
not even
going.
romantic. Ah,
Let me
it's
come
good.
and
You
be
don't even
going.
scatter live stream. Eh? You be like, this man, a Igbo man. Oh, Igbo. Na Igbo man. By their fruit,
Oh
know
my
them. Na
god.
Igbo man. Hey.
No.
Eh?
Oh, but
When we are talking
oh
about
my
Igbo
god.
people,
He
yes,
said,
number one.
he said,
Eh?
we are not poppy.
We are not talking. No, the bingo. Cat or small pikin. Small pikin like my son that will come and kiss you.
Oh
Like
my
my son that will come
god.
and kiss you 100 times a day.
And then Victory, Victory said, of course, I always compliment him, but his problem is that he will compliment you when he needs something, when he needs something from you. So that's why he always thinks so when you compliment him. So, so a
And
guy
I
only
know they do that.
compliments when he wants something. So when the wife compliments back, he said the woman
You
needs
will think.
something. Ah,
Yeah. That's so now.
but
Now mush they
I
know
don't
mush.
I don't know. This marriage, they say marriage not easy, but it's somehow easy, oh, honestly. Because they say do unto your partner what you want your partner to do to you. Oh
Hey,
Roya.
Mama comes and
So
not be meeting more.
bingo oh that's good.
Just started crying. Yes. Everybody come out from my eye, God.
Oh my goodness. I beg I don't be shout. But
Let's,
see,
let's,
Baba Blue and Sweet 16 no. I think that the both of you should not be entering the same life at the same time. The spacing is either comes there, comes in, stays 30 minutes and goes, and then Baba Blue will come
Baba
in.
Blue.
Because the two of you coming into the live stream at the same time, everywhere they scatter.
And
They have to just
I
be
observed that Baba Blue is the one that is always causing everything.
Baba
Because
Blue will come in,
if you not
anything
pinch,
you say.
Mama Blue, Mama comes there will not make pinch. She will just be giving her own thing. But once Baba Blue speak, hey, everywhere scatter, touch,
Wetin
basta.
cat owners wetin cat owners go do now? Oh my god.
Oh my God.
He say wahala for who no get bingo. Wahala for who get bingo. Oh god, no bingo no happen over car. Oya blue jeans begin
Yeah,
dey go.
Blue just
Ladies
begin to.
first.
I mean, we spent
Oh, start making me
2 hours
see.
plus. I mean, 1 hour
Abeg
plus.
make una leave me dey
Going
go.
to 2 hours.
You know when I agreed to come to your life, I thought Oga was going to be around. We already knew, okay, we thought he was going to be around. All of a sudden, Oga that just came back on Thursday said he was going back on Sunday. I said, I want to do with these children today. Anyway, don't worry. I was able to arrange everything, but I said I wasn't going to stay more than 1 hour. You saw I got up
As
little. I
usual.
go and check on them because I heard Mia. Nye, 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 nye.
Me, I will
Oh,
always say I will not stay more than
I
1 hour.
stay
Yes, I
more
will
than
end up
1 hour
staying more.
because I don't even I'm not seeing so clearly today. I don't have it
So
in my eyes. I'm not
we
seeing so
finished
clearly.
I finished what I have here. So finally, Thank you so much, Baba Blue, for coming late.
They even
Thank
came
you,
late.
Mama Comrade,
They came
for
late
coming
and they
late.
are scattering the live
And they
stream.
are arguing who came first.
Baba Blue, Baba Blue,
Okay,
you
so
came
women
late
have
and you saw the live stream upside down.
Mama Blue's blue jeans. You know, say comes then cat, cat family. We go settle that one internal. Cats are internal
Experience.
affairs issue.
Because what is waves? What is that thing Baba Blue
Do
said?
I
He
know?
says some women have. I
Do
have
I
English
know?
teddy bear on my bed. Eh? I can't do without it.
Ah, he
You
said,
don't say comes there na cat family. We go settle for one internal. Cats are
ah,
internal affair issues. If you can't get bingo, then you get which one is jingo? It's live
Omaka
stream.
Beach just see
But you
in
see,
people.
but talking Richie, you see that as they came and scattered your live stream, more people came in. More people came in. People are at the background because they always enjoy when
All
Baba
of them,
Blue and Swiss is still the leads
all of
here.
them don't come out.
Oh
Mama
my
comes and say,
God.
I'm not here to the first shall be the last.
Which one is
Not
one
be
with the
the
phone?
bottom.
Eh?
He said worms in our unzi.
What is it?
Do I know? You don't ask, they ask the wrong person now.
The first shall be
They
the
ask the wrong
last.
person.
Let me survival talk.
That's
I'm
why I
just
go talk am and I agree.
this thing
I
that
agree because
this thing who just said. Somebody is our born again sisters. So they made a comedy of it on Instagram. A guy was telling a lady that was about to enter the lift, please, are you going down? And she said, God forbid, I am not going down in Jesus' name. I'm going up. I'm going up. And the guy said, no, madam, that is not what I mean. I mean, are you going down? She said, what is wrong with you? I reject you in Jesus' name. I am going up in Jesus' name. This reply is typical Nigerian people's reply. Nigerian
there
people
is
have
one
a way
that they
of
used to say.
replying everything.
There is one they used to say in
Oh
my
my
place. They will say
god. And at the end of
there
the
is one they
day,
used to say in
they
my place.
entered the
They will
lift
say,
and they still pressed
you see good
down floor. The guy now
eh,
said, Auntie, I thought you
madam.
said you're not going down. I thought you said you are going up. Why are Nigerian people like this? Bunch of talents everywhere. Oh God.
I'm telling
Even
you.
for make I go dey
So
go out. Make I go hug my teddy
so
bear. Teddy bear
finally
is
he said
important.
it's that outfit that babies have that is trouser and
Trouser
shirt
and
joined
shirt
together.
joy.
That's what did the own
That's that's is that not as in
he
jumpsuit
said
now,
that
Abi?
even I won't see.
Pinafore?
And I
Pinafore
think that
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Eh,
I think
Thank you
I
so
think
much,
that now.
Victoria.
So
Thank you
thank you
for
all
being
so
here.
much
We
for coming.
appreciate
I really
you.
appreciate you. Tears don't they come out from my eyes. Sef.
That's
Thank you all
good.
so much. So today
Now, only
we talked about
this fella's was I don't know what it is. It is not
so
of
today
me.
we talked
Okay,
about
I read that one. Misinterpretation.
now
I
me
beg,
they
don't
come.
be rich. Like play. You don't get here for almost 2 hours.
I'm
If you
telling you,
leave
I really enjoyed
Baba Blue and comes there,
listening.
there, you will be here for another 3 hours. I
So
beg. Very
they
good
don't make
answer.
me
Oh.
try hot
Why would
cry.
she go that? Of course, I will reply the same thing. Nigerians with
Teddy bear,
funny
I
funny
said teddy bear.
answer.
Papa Bridges. We are not talking about turning them into teddy bear. We are talking about what you men don't know that we women we want. Eh? You will always want us to open our mouth. Just do it with your whole heart, with your full chest, without us asking. And those are the
Mm,
things we talked about. Things that you men don't know that we women we want. So we said Um, we said respect. We said sex, not exchange for anything. Let's discuss it. If we quarrel, let's settle it. Not that you just come and you that is always 4 times, 5 times, 12 times. This man, when you think they get time, they
But wait,
apologize to your
let me
wife.
ask let me ask Baba Blue a question. Baba Blue, you say we should be giving 4 times a day, yeah? Okay, so if we're giving that 4 times a day, because there are women that are actually equal to the task, can we do we also have the right to request for the style that we want without you looking at us with a puna eye, say maybe we don't do
Eh,
spoil? Can we also request for the style with these 4 times you're saying?
let's
Or
even
is
say
it
two.
you, a man, that will
Let's even leave
decide?
it for two, twice a day. If they will not call upon, yeah, answer. Oga Blue
Let
do.
him tell us now. You want it 4 times, but are we free to choose the style we want? See what he lockdown called. The one wood person daughter. I say,
Answer.
thank God, say during
So,
lockdown. You saw that lockdown gave us a lot of miracle babies. The God will save me for this
seriously.
lockdown. Say, Oga was on a mission. Oga,
Thank you
Oga
all
was
so
on a
much for
mission.
coming. Can you imagine? If
If
not,
not, maybe what happened
we'll give you
to
another
Idris
one
success
point.
would have happened to me. Miracle babies.
Imagine. It says a
Hell
free word.
no.
Ah, so last, last,
For be for
3 minutes.
real. That is the main
Let's
thing now. Pick and
just
choose as you like because it is a free
it's
word.
a free
But
word.
that is
Ah,
your
Mama
mentality.
comes out, you
I
don't hear it's
wish,
a free word though.
I wish 90 or even 80% of men would have this mentality that choose the style and everything. But when
How
if
you
you go
want
back
it,
home, like
where
you
you
go and
want
choose a
it,
style, they will start looking
when you
at you
want
and say,
it.
"Ashawo couple."
Go and tell a
Like,
typical Igbo man that you want it on the washing machine.
eh, you come and be choosing style, tell Igbo man, you say,
On the fridge.
daddy, can I try and like this now? Can I make him go the way he will look at you? How this one? This one, who taught you how to do this thing that you're telling me that we should do? He will start asking you again, how many men have you been with before I came and married you from your father's house? The mentality, abeg, make una leave me, make I call dey go, pick and choose.
I'm like, you
A
do it. Thank
catalog
you so
should be
much.
respect. Abeg,
So in
Arabic,
all,
don't give me key.
so in all, we talk about respect. Men should know that their wives, their women want respect. Even they don't need to wait for the women to ask. We need help. We need apology. Apologize to us when you wrong us. Not you just come and be robbing us and be demanding for 12
Robbing us,
times.
robbing us with sex after offending us.
You will not want us to talk. You will tell us it's okay now. That one is past now. It's past. So communication. Men should know that communication is key. Women want to communicate with you to know how far you are doing. Let's communicate. Protection. Women need security from them. They need protection from their men. Be the one to protect them. Don't be the one to abuse them. Don't be the one to kick them like football. Give because that is why you see that when the men start treating their women like this, the women will feel helpless because they are like, okay, if you, my husband, could be treating me like this, how would who will protect me outside? That's why you see that many women are demonetized. I say demonetized.
Depressed.
Like many women, they are they don't have confidence anymore. They lost their voice. They can't talk. They feel so down. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate. Who be Amaka? Who is Amaka? Baba Blue. Washing machine is electric shock. Biko, please. It is not action film. We hear all na style. So women need encouragement. Men should understand that their wives need encouragement. We have feelings. Because we
Come stand,
have
oh.
feelings.
Make I come
Understand?
alone.
He said,
I wish you.
Lady
Thank you
T.
for having
I
me. Let
beg.
me come and be go,
Thank
I
you
be
also.
go.
Thank you,
Like
Sir
you
Francis,
follow.
for coming. I
I will
really
just be the
appreciate.
comment section to tell Una bye
Thank
bye.
you. Yeah. Thank
Una
you
do
so
well,
much. So
Jare. Thank you so
we
much,
need
everyone.
encouragement from our men. Don't be don't be doing us hanky panky. Just encourage us in all that we are doing. Learn to encourage your woman. Learn to encourage us, and we have feeling. Understand that we as women we also have feeling. Always listen to us. Listen to us when we say this is what we want or this is how we want it. Listen to us. We have feeling. When it comes to the other room, sex, understand that we also have the right to ask. Don't look at us like we are kuna kuna when we ask. Just as you ask, that is how, just as you have feeling for it when your own come, that is how we the women we also want, um we also feel. So prayer, for me, I put this prayer, even though my guest said that prayer is not, is something that when it comes from his heart, he can do it. But trust me, we, your wives, women, we need prayer. Pray for us, not be bad thing. When we are going, just as the women pray for their husbands, so you two men, learn to pray for your partner, learn to pray for your women. We need it. Okay, so thank you all so much. I really appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. I can't call names now because Baba Blue and Mama Comes there has scattered my head this evening. Well, thank you all so much. Thank you, Zaduk's World. Thank you, Lady G's channel. Thank you, my guest, Lord Francis. Thank you, Everything Matters. Thank you, Omaka. Thank you, Mama Comes there and Blue Jeans. Thank you so much, Thunder Scorpion. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, our army man. Army man Francis. Thank you so much. We really appreciate. Thank you so much, Esther's Chronicle. If you are still here, thank you so much. Mama Mary. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. And bye bye. Have a sweet night rest. You guys should dream of me, eh? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all for coming. Thank you all for making my day. Thank you. Bye bye.